Mahatma Gandhi, born Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, was a leader, philosopher, and the face of India's non-violent struggle for independence from British rule. Known as the father of the nation in India, Gandhi's teachings on peace, truth, and non-violence have inspired millions around the world. His life was a testament to the power of simplicity, resilience, and unwavering faith in humanity. Today we bring you 100 of his most profound quotes, organized into themes like truth and integrity, leadership and influence, and more. Let these words of wisdom inspire, motivate, and guide you through life's challenges.
Truth stands even if there be no public support. It is self-sustained. To believe in something and not to live it is dishonest. Truth never damages a cause that is just. The pursuit of truth does not permit violence on one's opponent. Truth is by nature self-evident. As soon as you remove the cobwebs of ignorance that surround it, it shines clear. A no uttered from the deepest conviction is better than a yes merely uttered to please, or worse, to avoid trouble. Honest disagreement is often a good sign of progress. The only tyrant I accept in this world is the still small voice within me. Truth is one, paths are many. To see the universal and all-pervading spirit of truth face to face, one must be able to love the meanest of creation as oneself. Truth never claims a heavy toll as does falsehood. The truth is far more powerful than any weapon of mass destruction. Truth alone will endure. All the rest will be swept away before the tide of time. Truth is the right designation of God. Truth is the first chapter in the Book of Wisdom. Non-violence is the greatest force at the disposal of mankind. An eye for an eye only ends up making the whole world blind. There is no way to peace, there is only peace. The day the power of love overrules the love of power, the world will know peace. Nonviolence is not a garment to be put on and off at will. Its seat is in the heart, and it must be an inseparable part of our being. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. I object to violence because when it appears to do good, the good is only temporary. The evil it does is permanent. Nonviolence requires a double faith, faith in God and faith in man. The essence of nonviolence is love. Love is the strongest force the world possesses. Nonviolence is the weapon of the strong. Nonviolence is not a cover for cowardice. but it is the supreme virtue of the brave. Non-violence is the law of our species as violence is the law of the brute. Non-violence succeeds only when we have a real living faith in God. Non-violence is the first article of my faith. It is also the last article of my creed. Non-violence is the greatest and most active force in the world. Be the change that you wish to see in the world. A small body of determined spirits fired by an unquenchable faith in their mission can alter the course of history. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. Man becomes great exactly in the degree in which he works for the welfare of his fellow men. Leadership at one time meant muscles, but today it means getting along with people. The difference between what we do and what we are capable of doing would suffice to solve most of the world's problems. First they ignore you, then they laugh at you, then they fight you, then you win. Action expresses priorities. The true measure of any society can be found in how it treats its most vulnerable members. A leader is useless when he acts against the promptings of his own conscience. The real leader is one who can lead without force and inspire without words. Leadership is not about domination, but about service. A leader must be a practical dreamer. The best leaders are those who lead by example. A leader's greatness is measured by the well-being of the people they serve. Live simply so that others may simply live. Earth provides enough to satisfy every man's needs, but not every man's greed. The simplest acts of kindness are by far more powerful than 1,000 heads bowing in prayer. Satisfaction lies in the effort, not in the attainment. It is unwise to be too sure of one's own wisdom. It is healthy to be reminded that the strongest might weaken and the wisest might err. The real ornament of a woman is her character, her purity. The real seat of taste is not the tongue but the mind. A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. Happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. The essence of all religions is one. Only their approaches are different. Simplicity is the essence of universality. The more efficient a force is, the more silent and the more subtle it is. Humility is not a weakness, it is a strength. The truest form of simplicity is humility. A life of simplicity is a life of freedom. Strength does not come from physical capacity. It comes from an indomitable will. Fear has its use, but cowardice has none. A coward is incapable of exhibiting love. It is the prerogative of the brave. Freedom is not worth having if it does not include the freedom to make mistakes. You may never know what results come of your actions, but if you do nothing, there will be no results. The future depends on what you do today. In a gentle way, you can shake the world. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. A no, uttered from the deepest conviction, is better than a yes, merely uttered to please, or worse, to avoid trouble. The moment there is suspicion about a person's motives, everything he does becomes tainted. Courage is the first of human qualities because it is the quality which guarantees all others. Resilience is not about avoiding the storm, but learning to dance in the rain. The path of truth and non-violence requires immense courage. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. Resilience is the ability to start over, no matter how many times you fall. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. The good man is the friend of all living things. The real love is to love them that hate you, to love your neighbor even though you distrust him. Service without humility is selfishness and egotism. The simplest acts of kindness are by far more powerful than 1,000 heads bowing in prayer. Man becomes great exactly in the degree in which he works for the welfare of his fellow men. To give pleasure to a single heart by a single act is better than 1,000 heads bowing in prayer. The true measure of any society can be found in how it treats its most vulnerable members. The roots of violence, wealth without work, pleasure without conscience, knowledge without character, commerce without morality, science without humanity, worship without sacrifice, politics without principles. The golden rule of conduct is mutual toleration, seeing that we will never all think alike, and we shall always see truth in fragment and from different angles of vision. Service is the rent we pay for the privilege of living on this earth. Compassion is the basis of all morality. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. The true measure of a person is how they treat those who can do nothing for them. Service is the highest form of worship. Prayer is not asking, it is a longing of the soul. God has no religion. The essence of all religions is one. Only their approaches are different. Faith is not something to grasp, it is a state to grow into. To see the universal and all-pervading spirit of truth face to face, one must be able to love the meanest of creation as oneself. The only devils in this world are those running around in our own hearts, and that is where all our battles should be fought. Each night when I go to sleep, I die. And the next morning when I wake up, I am reborn. The pursuit of truth does not permit violence on one's opponent. Truth is one, paths are many. The only tyrant I accept in this world is the still small voice within me.
Mahatma Gandhi's words remind us that true strength lies in compassion, humility, and the courage to stand for what is right. His life was a testament to the power of nonviolence, truth, and unwavering faith in humanity. As you go about your day, remember that even the smallest acts of kindness can create ripples of change. Let Gandhi's wisdom inspire you to live with purpose, to serve others, and to be the change you wish to see in the world. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring content. Until next time, stay motivated and keep spreading positivity.